Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a book that shines a light on the modern epidemic of busyness and its profound effects on both our work and personal lives. This journey will take us from the dangers of becoming a busy idiot to discovering strategies for taking back control from technology and finding a healthier balance. We'll explore practical advice for engaging in meaningful work and leading a more fulfilling life. Let's embark on this insightful adventure together. Across several chapters, the book weaves together real-life stories and practical techniques designed to combat the busy idiot phenomenon, where our calendars stay jam-packed, but our meaningful contributions remain unclear. By the end of this summary, you'll have a holistic picture of the book's arguments, its memorable case studies, and its proposed strategies for finding balance in a hyper-connected world. We begin with the introduction, which sets the stage by describing a familiar character. John, a customer experience manager, so buried in endless email threads, back-to-back meetings, and frantic attempts to meet key performance indicators, KPIs, that he never really accomplishes anything of lasting value. He is, in the author's words, the epitome of a busy idiot, always active but never moving forward. This opening paints a sobering picture of how technology, rather than freeing us from repetitive tasks, often fuels an always-on culture that leaves us stressed out, lonely, and wondering why we can't get meaningful work done. The author promises that the upcoming chapters will offer psychological insights and real-world solutions to break out of this trap, emphasizing the need for deeper human connection, personal well-being, and mindful use of technology. Chapter 1 drills deeper into technology's role in this busyness epidemic. It contrasts previous generations, who had a more defined separation between home and office, with today's blurred boundaries thanks to the constant pings of smartphones, tablets, and work notifications. The chapter introduces what the author calls the Sustainable Tech Blueprint, a 5-step plan designed to bring intentionality back to our relationship with technology. One cornerstone is awareness. We need to recognize how persuasive design tricks us into spending more time and mental energy on apps and devices than we consciously choose. The author's stance is clear. If we let these digital products hijack our attention through clever notifications, infinite scrolls, and other tactics, we end up drained, perpetually busy, but rarely productive. By highlighting this problem, the author opens the door to a more deliberate and mindful approach to tech usage. In Chapter 2, we see the first real implementation of these ideas. The text suggests starting with a sustainable audit, a self-reflective questionnaire to help you align your technology usage with your personal values and goals. The author recommends a toolkit of software and hardware solutions, from specialized apps to physical devices that mitigate the addictive pull of constant connectivity. Importantly, the chapter critiques built-in features like focus mode or do not disturb, pointing out that while these can be helpful, they're often too easy to override. The concept of harvest trees is introduced, a metaphor for pruning away unhelpful technological habits and cultivating only those tools that genuinely serve you. In essence, it's about not just turning off notifications temporarily, but regularly auditing and rethinking one's entire digital environment in a sustainable way. With Chapter 3, the focus shifts from technology to workplace dynamics, revealing the subtle ways that busy idiots can be created by misaligned priorities and poor leadership. We're introduced to Natalie, a bright management consultant who becomes stuck managing a low-probability, nearly impossible government tender. Despite her talents, her boss Gary provides little guidance, leaving her feeling undervalued and burnt out. From Natalie's story, the book draws 7 practical techniques to maintain control over your time and professional future. Things like controlling your own calendar, knowing how to handle conflict with tact, exercising caution in what you commit to, and understanding when you might need to exit a toxic work environment. More importantly, these strategies remind us that not all busyness is created equal. There's a difference between purposeful, strategic projects and the mindless churning of a never-ending to-do list. Learning to distinguish between the two is crucial. Chapter 4 returns to the human side of the equation, exploring how the modern workplace impacts our brains, our social skills, and our overall sense of well-being. The chapter explains a neurobiological concept called neural pruning, where unpracticed social and emotional skills can literally wither away over time. Constant reliance on digital tools such as chat apps and video calls means we exercise face-to-face interaction less frequently, potentially eroding our ability to connect meaningfully in real life. The text highlights the role of oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone, which is most effectively released through in-person interactions. This leads into an important discussion about Zoom fatigue, an increasingly recognized phenomenon in hybrid and remote work environments. The takeaway is that while remote technologies bring convenience, they cannot fully replace the sense of trust and connection built through physical proximity. Striking a healthy balance, a combination of remote efficiencies and regular in-person meetups, can foster both productivity and resilience. In Chapter 5, the book contrasts the solitary nature of individual sports, like tennis, with the collaborative realities of most business endeavors. We meet Mike, a high-performing individual contributor who struggles after being promoted into a managerial role. Enthusiastic and competent, Mike nonetheless fails to lead his first team project effectively. He plans meticulously and follows agile methodologies by the book, yet the project flounders due to poor team cohesion, communication breakdowns, and a lack of trust. As a result, the client is unhappy, senior management loses confidence, and Mike's promising career suddenly looks shaky. The lesson here is that simply employing project management tools or focusing on personal performance isn't enough. You need to foster genuine teamwork, invest in clarity of roles, and learn to adapt to challenges with the entire group in mind. Blaming external factors, the chapter argues, only delays the vital work of growing into a true leader. The story of Chris and Courtney in Chapter 6 underscores how difficult it can be to maintain a healthy work-life balance in a world where the lines between home and office are blurred almost beyond recognition. Despite impressive jobs, flexible schedules, and even unlimited paid leave, Chris and Courtney find themselves turning their family home into an extension of their work environment. The kids notice their parents' stress, and the couple's attempt at full-time remote work quickly devolves into frantic multitasking and guilt-ridden evenings. The author proposes a suite of tactics to unblur these lines, establishing strict digital-free zones in your home, focusing on mealtimes and downtime as sacred, and being truly present with your children. There's also a thoughtful section on how technology affects kids, addressing the need for mindful screen time rules, and on protecting one's own mental health through mindfulness, physical exercise, and meaningful social connections outside of work. The overarching idea is that a healthier work-life blend doesn't just happen, it must be cultivated. Finally, the conclusion broadens the discussion to a societal scale. Drawing on surveys from Australia, the UK, and the US, the author points out that discontent at work is alarmingly common. Many people feel locked in cycles of stress, busyness, and burnout. The author situates these frustrations within the broader busy idiot syndrome, suggesting that it's not solely the fault of technology or demanding bosses, but also our collective acceptance of busyness as a measure of importance. True fulfillment, the book argues, arrives when we purposefully choose how we allocate our time, center our efforts around meaningful projects and relationships, and resist letting our careers define our entire identities. The final pages challenge us to change the culture around busyness, envisioning a world where leaving your office on time, prioritizing personal well-being, and nurturing relationships aren't stigmatized but celebrated as signs of healthy coping and genuine success. Taken together, these chapters build a cohesive argument that the frenetic pace of modern work is neither inevitable nor beneficial. Yes, our digital devices can rob us of focus, but they can also be indispensable tools when used with clear intention. Yes, some workplaces undervalue well-being, but armed with self-awareness and practical strategies, individuals can reassert control over their time and professional choices. Above all, the book calls for a redefinition of success, not as perpetual availability or non-stop busy work, but as a balanced and fulfilling life built on meaningful tasks, supportive relationships, and the joyful sharing of one's time. In summary, the book offers a refreshing roadmap for anyone feeling overwhelmed by the modern work culture. It puts forward a blend of neuroscience, social psychology, and business management principles, all delivered through relatable stories like John, Natalie, Mike, Chris, and Courtney. Each story shows that there are ways to challenge the non-stop hustle, handle complex work environments, and draw firmer boundaries for mental health. Whether you're looking to refine your tech usage, improve your collaboration skills, or protect your family time, this book provides both the inspiration and the practical tips to make lasting change. By understanding how we got so busy, and what we stand to gain by stepping off the treadmill, you'll feel better equipped to navigate the demands of today's hyper-connected world while staying true to your core values. And that concludes our journey through the chapters of this enlightening book. From dissecting the busy idiot syndrome to navigating the intricacies of modern workplace dynamics, we've delved into the essence of meaningful work, the influence of technology on our lives, and the critical balance between our professional and personal worlds. This book is a call to action to challenge the culture of busyness, prioritize our well-being, and cultivate genuine connections in all facets of our lives. If these insights have resonated with you, I'd love to hear which strategies you found most impactful. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more enriching content, and share it with anyone who might benefit from these lessons. Until next time, take care, and remember, it's not about being busy, it's about being meaningful. Keep exploring, keep growing, and let's make every moment count.